Hi, my name's Massimo from Team Ace Robotics number 15430, and I'm going to be teaching you about the pits. First defines the pit area as a separate space from the competition area where teams can work on their robot between matches. The team is provided a pit space which includes a table, a power source, and is a 10-foot by 10-foot space. Some pit spaces may vary based on tournament venue size limits. Check with your tournament director for official pit space sizes. Let's analyze that, shall we? First says the area is where teams can work on the robot between matches, but this doesn't necessarily mean it needs to be about the robot entirely. This means you can put stuff in your pit that could help sponsor your team, help promote your team towards other teams, and even show the judges some of your awards. First gives us a 10 by 10 foot area to work with, and at first that sounds like a lot of space to work with, but provided all the things that you might take to a competition based off of what tools you may need for your robot and what you want to show off, that space can be filled up quickly, so it's good to make sure that your space is well organized and fit so that people can move in and out of it easily. Here's another definition from First. Yellow cards and red cards are used in the First Tech Challenge to manage team and robot behavior that does not align with the mission of First. Yellow and red cards are not limited to just the competition area. That means that team egregious behavior in the pit area, judging rooms, stands, or any other location of the tournament can be issued a yellow or red card for egregious behavior. Let's analyze that. The yellow cards and red cards are not limited to just the competition area. So this means that you can also be given a yellow or red card in the pit area. Remember your core values like gracious professionalism and inclusion while you're in the pit area to show judges that you are a good team player and are willing to share and be nice to others. Safety rules from First. All team members, coaches, and their guests must wear certified safety glasses while in the pit area or competition area. Prescription glasses with approved commercial off-the-shelf side shields are also allowed. No live bands are allowed in the audience or pit. No loud music, audio systems, whistles, banging sticks, blowhorns, etc. are allowed. They prevent teams from hearing important announcements. Power may be shut off and or noisemakers confiscated. Open-toed or open-backed shoes are not allowed in the pit area or in the competition area. Let's analyze that. Safety glasses. They're great for protecting you, and they're also great for showing judges that you're willing to put your own safety and health above what you're doing at a competition. Many work well with music, but that's not the case for everyone. Many people could easily be distracted and use a tool improperly while loud music is being played from another pit. And this could cause some bad injuries. And that's the last thing we want during a competition. Stuff falls a lot during the pits, whether it be a screwdriver, a sharp razor blade, anything can fall. Injuries are easy to obtain, but they're hard to get rid of, so we want to avoid that as much as possible. Having open-toed or open-backed shoes makes it really easy for something to fall and hurt your feet. Organization. The most important aspect of a pit is to remain organized and not to have too much clutter. An organized pit is a nice-looking pit, and a nice-looking pit catches judges' eyes. When a judge has their eyes caught by your pit, they'll want to come over and talk to your team. So make sure that everyone in your team is well aware of what's going on with the rest of the team. And if they aren't certain about what's happening with a certain aspect, be sure to redirect the judge towards someone that knows more and not instantly shut them down and tell them you don't know what you're doing. Want versus necessity. Throughout the build process, it is good to keep track of all the tools you use and which are most important and which are less essential. The more necessary tools you have, the more clutter you're going to create and the more space you're going to take up in your pit. So make sure that you aren't using 12 different sizes of bolts on your robot so that you can have extra space for any other tools you might need. Helpful tips. Keep tools towards the back of the pit. It tends to make the pit look nicer and gives you more space to have things to show off in the front. Bring awards. They show credibility. And it also shows other teams that you've made accomplishments that they might want on their team to prove that you can be helpful during the competition. Leave lots of room for improvement. Movement. My bad. This means keep things towards the walls so that people can get in and out very easily. Once again, with that idea of having lots of room for movement, don't have many people inside all at once. When there are too many people inside the pit, it could be hard to move around and could make doing things a lot more annoying and full of hassle. Lastly, always have 1 or 2 people inside the pit to talk to other teams or judges. So while your robot is away or during a match, always have 1 or 2 people inside. So when a judge comes by, they don't merely look and see no one inside. They see that there's always people making sure things are organized and they're ready to speak to the judges. Thank you for your attention. FTC pits are very important. Hopefully, this presentation will help you master FTC pits. For more information, feel free to contact us at acerobotics15430@gmail.com.